Trigonometry. You already know the Pythagorean Theorem and the right-angled triangle. Now we will see other properties of the right-angled triangle using trigonometry. Let's start. Trigonometry is an important branch of mathematics which enables us to find lengths and angles of triangles. Loosely translated, trigonometry means triangle measure. At this time, we will consider only right-angled triangles. Let's start with a right-angled triangle. The side that is opposite to the 90-degree angle is the longest side of the triangle, and it is known as the hypotenuse. The other two sides are called legs of the triangle. You should not forget the Pythagorean Theorem. To label the angles of the triangle, we often use the Greek letters. Angle theta, angle beta. Now we must label the other two sides of the right triangle to study trigonometry. They have specific names. The other two sides depend on where the angle we are working with. The names are quite explanatory. The opposite side is the side that is opposite to the angle. For angle theta, C is the opposite side. For angle beta, B is the opposite side. The adjacent side is the side that is alongside the angle. For angle theta, B is the adjacent side. For angle beta, C is the adjacent side. As we can see, the labels opposite and adjacent are relative to the angle in question. The opposite side is opposite to the angle in question. The adjacent side is beside the angle in question. Now that we know how to label the sides of the right-angled triangle, we can study the three main ratios in trigonometry. They are sine, cosine, and tangent. We abbreviate them to sin, cos, and tan. The three ratios are calculated by calculating the ratio of two sides of a right-angled triangle. In any right-angled triangle with one angle theta, we have sine of theta is side opposite angle theta over hypotenuse. Cosine of theta is side adjacent to theta over hypotenuse. Tangent of theta is side opposite angle theta over side adjacent to theta. For the angle beta, we can do the same. Take a look. Sine of beta is side opposite angle beta over hypotenuse. Cosine of beta is side adjacent to beta over hypotenuse. At last but not least, the tangent of beta is side opposite angle beta over side adjacent beta. These ratios can be difficult to remember. You might easily get confused and not remember which side goes where. The word Sohcahtoa helps us remember what ratio goes with which function. Pay attention. So means sine is opposite side over hypotenuse. CA means cosine is adjacent side over hypotenuse. TOA means opposite side over adjacent side. Your calculator can work out the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios for any given angle. You use the sin, cos, and tan keys on your calculator. Refer to the graphics calculator instructions for help with your calculator. Let's see how it works. In the following triangles, calculate the value of x. In this triangle, the hypotenuse is 24 centimeters. Opposite side is x. Now we choose the correct trigonometric ratio, which can be used to set up an equation. Make x the subject and solve it to find the x value. In this triangle, the hypotenuse is 15 centimeters. Adjacent side is x. Now we choose the correct trigonometric ratio, which can be used to set up an equation. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Make x the subject and solve to find the x value. In this triangle, 7 centimeters is the side adjacent. X is the opposite side. Opposite over adjacent is tangent. Choose the correct trigonometric ratio, which can be used to set up an equation. Make x the subject and solve to find the x value. It's done. The next example is a question from past GCSE paper. You should try to solve by yourself and then check the full resolution. If you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask or suggest anything. I will be grateful.